Welcome back, and joining us on the show now is Sudhakar Desai. He heads IVPA and is also a CEO at Emami Agrotech. Mr. Desai, thank you so much for joining us. And this is reacting to the notification that has come in from the government late evening last night, telling us about on how the edible oil duty imports which have been on the lower side have been extended until March 2025. Now, I mean, I know that industry wasn't really expecting this. Were you? And now that we have another year of lower duties, what is the sense on the imports continuing into the country?
Yes, Manisha, thank you. And as you know, there have been inflationary talk on all sectors, whether it was rice or sugar or wheat or anything. But, I also want to say that edible oil, I was just seeing the numbers also. The last 1.5 years, the prices have actually dropped by about 40%. So there was really no inflation in edible oil sector. That is point number one. The point number two is that the consumer angle is one angle, but eventually in the last 1 year, India has emerged even more strongly with 17 million tons of imports. Normal imports used to be 14.8. Abhi last year, due to low prices, I would say, or low duties, whatever we say, that the imports have gone up by a whopping 2.2 million tons. So total import is now 17 million tons. But in the global context, India being such a large player, the Indian duty is very important from the global price table itself. So I just want to take a few minutes to explain what can it mean in the shorter, medium term to the farmers,
Sure.
to the global prices, and also to the industry or treasury. Number one, we are expecting within the Indian context, there has never been a shortage. We have a large mustard crop coming up. We already have a soybean crop which is crushing right now. We also have at the end of the season of a mustard crop, we got about 9 million tons of oil at NAFED with the new crop coming in. So we also need in the shorter term by April to start protecting the MSPs also. We need to
Sure.
defend the supply prices. That is one. Number two is that post April, May, we are expecting a huge South American crop. So I would just talk in terms of palm, soya, and sun. Palm oil production is going to rebound from April, May, maybe from towards April. And also soya crop in Argentina, Brazil is going to be double. So we are going to get about 30 million tons more soybeans looking for home. And why I'm mentioning that, sun oil, of course, is right now riddled under Red Sea, higher freight areas. All these markets need Indian market. So how would they react to a fixed duty in a very dynamic, environment of prices? We have seen, I think you are more than aware than anybody, about how the prices have moved by 40-50% due to various global angles. Now today, in case we don't make it dynamic and fixed, I see a problem that tomorrow exporting country, so who have got a very large market share into India, like Indonesia was toying, levy duty reduction because they wanted to protect the domestic price stable. But such a move can actually, in a very low global prices, enable them to increase the duties, which obviously is nobody's benefit. It doesn't benefit our consumers.
Mr. Desai, I just want to come in there. I was talking to some of the international companies as well. They applauded it because they like the stability, they like a foreseeable future where these lower duties will continue. So there was a thumbs up from the international companies there. Consumers clearly are liking it because we've seen a very sharp correction come in for the prices. As you mentioned, the industry clearly does not like it because there's a crushing season happening. There's a big mustard crop as well. What will it lead to in sense of imports going forward now? Do you see a repeat performance of 17 million tons in this year as well?
No, actually, I don't. Because I see a lower palm and lower consumption of our own mustard crop and I would say more tending towards मतलब soybean oil ज़्यादा हमको import करना पड़ेगा because very soon I'm seeing by April mustard, palm, soya और sun oil almost similar prices में मेरे ख्याल से short duration में वो रहेंगे इसलिए क्योंकि palm is nearby shortage, soya is abundant, sun oil needs Indian market, mustard crop is huge, so you might find mustard also trying to compete. So overall imports इतना repeat मेरे ख्याल से नहीं होना चाहिए 1 million
All
tons.
right. You know,
million tons
another
really
thing
होना चाहिए.
with another thing, Mr. Desai, that the industry is facing is that almost all edible oil prices now are at a similar price. I mean, there used to be a premium and a discount to various oils. Do you think the industry is losing out on that?
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing if all
Okay.
prices are and if a better consumer choice between oils if they're getting a. But I want to take you to the global issue called FTA. See, we have ASEAN treaty and then we have FTAs with Bangladesh and Southeast. I come to ASEAN first. ASEAN duty, which started in 2010, has ended by 2020, which is where they decided that the Indian duties cannot go up and Indian duty differential between crude and raw material should be only 7.5. But that has ended. So now India needs to is in a phase of renegotiating these FTAs. So from industry angle, I would like to say, we should retain the ability to increase duties. Under FTA, if they say you can't increase the duties, but we can increase the duties, is not a win-win. So in a dynamic world of volatile market, I think we need to have the ability to move the duties the way in which way it can take care of multi-stakeholders, which is with
Right.
farmers, industry, and also global price stable. And also
Absolutely.
we also need to put. I'm responding to what you said. If global players are happy, then they should also say that okay, we will also not change our duties, right? We need stability from India, but then I would ask, we need stability from the world markets also, right?
Oh, absolutely, which doesn't ever come. And, as we thank Mr. Desai, thank you so much for your sense on that. You know, Mangalam, how much India consumes per person per year? Around 18 kgs of edible oil per annum.
Wow, that's too much edible oil for any of our goods. But thanks a lot, Mr. Desai, for joining in. Thank you, Manisha, for taking us through with this conversation. Meanwhile,